Side of Life podcast.
Hey, welcome to another episode of the Sunny Side of Life podcast. Of course, I'm Sunny, and my special guest today is Rayne. Hey, Rayne.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Good to have you along. I talked about your business and a little bit about you last week's podcast, and it was only fitting to get you on to have you chop it up because, girl, we be chopping it up. Yesterday, we was on the phone for like an hour and a half. And some good conversation, too. We had some good conversation.
Yes.
This episode, since your name is Rayne, I wanted to put a spin on it that kind of capture you're the guest and what we're talking about. So this episode is called Reign Supreme, Elevation of Oneself. And we were talking last night, and we're both in our 40s, and we have gone through just like changing of the seasons, changing of being a woman, and we had some great stories, and it was really fitting to do a show about that because we're not the only ones that's going through that.
No, and that's what a lot of them are needing to actually hear, and that's what I feel like if they hear that we're going through it, but we're still, having hope and we're still trying to strive for better, that it might give them a mental change.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's all we need. We don't need a whole lot of extra. We just need to know that somebody has done it. They're working through it. They're still going through it, but they still, maintaining and holding strong.
Right. Just like it is when you hang out with your good girlfriends. It's like you get that energy, you get that vibe, and you're like, oh my gosh, y'all went through that too? All right. Support system.
Yes. I mean, I normally don't do the whole Zoom thing, but grab a glass of wine.
Yep.
Pull their friend up on the phone
Yeah.
and vent for a minute.
Yeah.
It helps.
It does. So that's what today's show is about. And we'll get to that inside of Hit the Switch. That's where we spotlight the topic of the day. And in that topic, you're going to talk more about how you start finding more of yourself, and it ended up leading into you opening up your own cosmetic business. So we'll go into that coming up a little later on the podcast. But let's recap about what we did this past weekend and what's been happening this week and what's your plans for Thanksgiving? What's going on with you?
I took orders, I filled them, but other than that, I was like, I'm not leaving. I mean, feed me, see more. Other than that, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah. Now, what was your comfort food that you was chomping on? Like, what's your go-to?
Oh my gosh, I had some catfish.
Oh, okay.
I went and grabbed some Southern style eatery down here, and I have a craving for it. I don't do it myself.
Yeah.
Let me just be honest. You just can't get it just right sometimes.
Yeah.
And I was being lazy. So
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Went and got that, and I actually ended up having a po' boy from them, and it was pretty good.
Okay.
So I just kind of like vegged out a little bit.
Sounds good. And how's you're working from home right now, right?
Oh my God.
How's that going? Like,
I really want COVID to be over. I mean,
yeah.
I really, let me be honest, I really didn't care for the sight of my coworkers, but right about
You
now,
missing them a little bit, huh? That interaction.
just a little bit, just so I can, fuss at them a little bit and then go back to doing what I was doing. But
Yeah.
Working from home is not what people would think it to be.
At all.
I mean, it is a struggle just to, perform and maintain and focus. And, I don't know how people do it. I really don't.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I totally get it. When we ended up working from home, now I'm laid off, but when we were working from home, I mean, I found myself in my pajamas, on my stomach in one position, then on sitting in the chair, then laid up on the couch, then in the bed on my side. I'm like, if this day don't hurry up, I'm about to be asleep with the headset on.
See, I'm in one chair, one place,
gosh.
looking at a laptop all day, actually looking at maps all day. So it's just
my God.
Yeah, it's really like a headache.
Yeah, yeah. and a strain. Like at work, at least you can get up, kind of take a break, walk around, shoot the shit with your coworkers, come sit back, waste another time, go into the bathroom. Here, it's like you're at home. It seems like you're working more, right?
You're steadily in one position
Yeah.
more than if you was in the office. It's
Yeah.
like I noticed, I know everybody's gaining weight kind of
Mm-hmm.
about this time, but I noticed that it's
Kind of.
more of a struggle.
We've been,
Hey,
yeah.
hey, some people are
Yeah.
still working out. I can't,
Day is
put that on
good.
everybody. I wish I had that
Yeah.
motivation right now. I really
Yeah.
do.
I know.
But, I
As I
mean,
have like gelato in my freezer.
ooh,
No.
see, I'm not even gonna talk about that
Okay. We're gonna
because
put that on the back burner. We're gonna hold on to that.
yes, that makes
That's
me
the
feel
secret.
bad.
Not everybody know about that. So we're gonna hold on to that. Maybe we'll talk about the next episode. So we can't let all the secrets out about that gelato.
Oh no.
I know. I think we'll talk about that a little later on too. So do you have any plans for Thanksgiving?
Yes, my nieces have actually conned me into making some dishes
Really?
this
So you're gonna be
Thanksgiving.
cooking? Okay. What you
Yeah,
making?
yeah. So they love my broccoli and rice casserole
Okay.
and my sweet potato casserole.
Okay.
So I'm
That's
gonna go
not
ahead and
a,
break down.
it's not like you had to make the turkey and the side dishes. So you got a couple of side dishes you doing.
Yeah, I don't do the meats because I don't really eat turkey like that.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm the oddball. I've been kind of placed to the side when
Yeah.
it comes to some of the stuff. Like I only eat ham when it
Okay.
comes to the holiday meals.
Yeah.
But yeah, I might break down and make a dessert. I just haven't decided yet. But since they told a fib on me instead, I promised I don't have a choice.
Right. You
So
under the gun now. All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
So this past weekend, my son's birthday was last Wednesday, and his girlfriend put together like a whole convoy of like their whole thing is like cars, like racing
Oh,
cars, everything. My son turned 29. So all his friends, the police were coming to do the escort, like it was a big deal. He didn't know anything about it. She was able to pull it off. My granddaughters were able to come down and surprise him, and he just it was so nice. They rode past my mom's house. My mom is 80, going on 81. She's out there with her scarf waving it. It was so nice. So that was this weekend. I had my granddaughters and we watched Jingle Jangle. Did you see that?
I have not watched it yet. It is actually on my list. I was actually going to watch it this weekend.
Yeah, it's so
So
good. It
that's
is
what I'm
really good.
hearing.
And I think that'll be like the new tradition holiday time come to watch that. They loved it. I got a picture of them. I'm gonna post up on the Sunny Side of Life Facebook page of them
Uh-huh.
chilling on the couch watching it. It's so adorable. And then let's see what else happened.
Was Boris watching it too with them?
Boris was being loved on the whole time. Like they come and immediately they're just like rubbing on him, and so he's like laying there. That's like the most attention he get, because we'll rub on him and then it's like, all right, come on, go sit down somewhere. You know what I mean? The whole time with them, he's like all stretched out on the couch and everything. Big baby.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, he looked like it. He looked like
Yes.
it.
Oh my gosh. And then this week, just a regular week, running around taking care of, shopping and the household. Nothing really big. And Thanksgiving, I am not cooking. I got a turkey right now in the sink. I'm like, when that thaw out, I'll cook it when I feel like it.
Wow.
Not a big deal. We don't really celebrate that much, me and Malcolm. My family, we're Muslim, so we never celebrated it. So,
Yeah.
it's for us, we'll just do that. We'll pop by and be like, hey, anybody cooked? And just like grab a plate or something like that. But not pretty much a big deal. Probably may see who got a plate and just grab a plate with my mask on, but like, give me some sweet potato pie. That's it. That's it.
Right. Now I'm gonna have to break down and probably make that.
A sweet potato. Yeah, like, come on. Thanksgiving is not complete. Everybody be like, who made the pies? What a sweet potato pie. Don't come with those pecan pies. What a sweet potato pie.
No, we've been lazy grabbing Patty LaBelle's pie.
I know. I know. I'm not gonna lie. I promised my neighbor that I was going to get her a sweet potato pie. I was gonna get her a patty pie.
You better catch her when you can catch her.
Yeah,
right about
now. I know. All right, so that's the recap. Let's get into what's happening.
What's happening?
We was talking about what's been happening in the news, and this was last night that Biden actually got the okay to do the transition.
I about wanted to kind of do a dance. It's about time, but do you know he is still not conceding?
I know.
I'm just not understanding why he won't give in to the understanding that literally we booted you out.
Right.
I mean,
right.
I don't want to sound, callous, but we booted you out. We literally pushed you out purposely.
Yeah, we did not want you. All the recounting of the votes was very obvious, but I'm so glad head of the General Services Administration decided that, listen, enough is enough. Now this means a lot because there's millions of dollars in funding that we can start using. Biden, well, I have to stop saying Biden. President-elect Biden has picked his pandemic team, and that's the first thing on his agenda now is to try to get this coronavirus under control. Now, people are so, don't worry, now is the, we got the vaccine, but we were talking last night, the vaccine isn't here yet. So we don't know how long it's going to take to get to us. We have first responders that need it first, those in the hospital, and the hospital's at capacity right now that need it. So we still have to practice that. And thank goodness we have somebody that is going to start taking action instead of sitting on the sidelines, letting everybody die.
While he was in presidency, he was nonchalant about the whole pandemic, like it didn't apply to him or anyone that, stood with him, like it was just something that was, we can just, get by this. It's okay. We're marked okay for it.
Right.
It became more serious than he's still not wanting
he
to,
still didn't
acknowledge it. This is worse than you guys gamed for.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say about it. I'm just praying that eventually it'll completely slow down.
Mm-hmm.
We can't say when it'll die off, but if it'll at least slow down. If we do what we're supposed to do and wear our mask, I understand they're irritating. Trust me, I'm the first to say it. Yeah. I can't breathe in it.
Right. and if you wear glasses, forget about it. Forget about it. You can't even see. You're all fogged up.
I mean, it's pretty much half my face. So, like...
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
I mean, we still just need to wear it. I mean, me being asthmatic, I know the severity of it, We just need to just make do, deal with it so we can get past this and have our lives back.
Absolutely.
I want to be on a beach eventually without having to worry about anything.
Exactly. I agree. The next thing that I saw, okay, I forgot to mention, are you a fan of Dolly Parton?
Actually, I kind of am.
You are? I love her. I remember being young. My mom would play Jolene. Like, we had the records in there, the coat of many colors, not the coat of many colors. Oh gosh, I can't even remember the title, but it's about the coat her mom made for her out of rags. Love me some Dolly Parton. Got into this.
I think that's what it was.
The coat of many colors, right? Or something like that.
I think so.
And then I got on this kick this week.